One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tar Heels offense will have the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right.
He's got it down the left side. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And the Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lopez wants to fire. Right out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wake Forest's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Pulls it in. It's Vic. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Demon Deacons are on the move. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Quickly complete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Lopez to pass. Under fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's gone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Vick. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
Fires to the wide out. He makes a catch. He's brought down the one on a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacon. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive one.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly. And the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Lopez wants to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Complete to start this drive. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play. And that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hernandez. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Caught in the backfield. It's Vick. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play earlier.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Lopez to pass. Got a man. It's good. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Early on the Jets. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Running it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Going to swing it on second down. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Tar Heels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He's open on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Lopez wants to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Shift. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Now on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, UNC! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked.
He's got it on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far. And that time, just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Lopez to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snags it on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Makes the grab. Push down for the tackle.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his man. It's gone. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
How nice
Dave, can I have some coffee?
Have a kicker like this. It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the upright.
Your food was pretty good, Mama. You did a good job. If you really did it. Your food was pretty good. You did a great job.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Irons on the move. Oh, wait a minute. He's lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Vick. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
He'll do it himself. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the 1st down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the 1st down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Lopez to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive. The first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offense.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. Lopez wants to fire. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
On the run, it's Wood. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama is on the short side of things right now. But like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hernandez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quarterback on the keeper. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Demon Deacons have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Vick.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Vick. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down.
Perfect.
Over the middle. It's Claiborne.
Oh, man.
All out of space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wake.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Out of the gun, looking to throw. The quick out. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Lopez to pass. Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's good. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Holds it in on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The big play came, David. He saw that safety and just didn't believe he could get over the top in time.
Exactly right. You see the one safety in the middle of the field. You know the outside parts of the field are open. Run those goes, those streaks down the field on the outside. Let your playmaking receiver make that play for you.
The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Gonna run it, it's gone. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. it's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and court right. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. The Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Vick. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Claiborne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved. Out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle, it's Vick. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup with 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and they might break one of those after you got them a little bit tight.
He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Lopez wants to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it along the sideline. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt.
Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Gives it on the option. Got a little space. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Going up top. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 18 to Oklahoma. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The inside handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in in the middle, it's Vic. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You don't have to make things complicated. You seize zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catches. Their specialty can make some magic happen.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Clayton. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but this whole really strong, put up some good numbers.
And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Now on second down. He'll keep it himself. Fights off a defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets the give.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mike Warren. PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Lopez to pass. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Creates a little room. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense set on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Rides the back on the option, the give. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the ground, it's gone. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're just going to watch that clock tick down to 0, Jesse, as they run it out here.
It's just a matter of formalities now for this offense. Run in the victory formation, go take a shower, talk to coach, go see the parents and girlfriend, and go to dinner.
So frustrating on the other side of the defense, knowing they can't stop the clock, knowing this ball game's over.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.